Hello everyone, Carolyn here and welcome to today's tutorial. Today I will be showing you my own original design, and this is the Fire and Ice bracelet. I will be showing you this on this rendition, the band placement, and also just to go ahead and show you the size. It is a small or a tight design, even with 2 full loom links. You will need 10 pin bars, and this is the configuration you want them in. Your two most center pin bars aligned, down a staggered step, up a staggered step, down a staggered step, up a staggered step. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first band placement is going to be the black perimeter bands that you see going along the edge. And I do want to add, if you are going to be blinging this bracelet, you want to add it as you loom, because this is going to be your signature side because of the looming roach step going down the center on both sides. Okay, so just keep that in mind. For the black, I'm going to be using the pearl pink rose. Again, I always use 2 for my centermost pin bars, and then just work your way around the loom to the edge. If I can get my fingers to cooperate. And then just work your way straight up your loom. Easy step. Alright, and same thing, mirror image opposite side. So just work to the right. And then straight up your loom. Okay. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be back to show you our closure up at the top. Be right back. Alright everybody, I've made it to the top of my loom, and before I show you how to close it off, I wanted to mention that this is only 21 gaps. When I was going back and looking, it's only 21, so I'm going to go ahead and do a full wrap at going all the way up the loom, and that should work out perfectly for me. But hopefully that gives you a gauge to how big yours needs to be. Okay, so you just work your way up diagonally, down diagonally, up, back down, and then you're just going to leave that open because that's going to be your capping band. Same thing, mirror image opposite side, just creating those pyramid type shapes. Okay, so now we are ready for our next band placement step. In this rendition, it is the X's, or the red X's going up the center. I like holding it that way because it's the way it's loomed. OCD-ish. Okay, I'm going to be using the Pearl Lemonade, and what you're going to do is work with a 5th and 6th pin bar, creating an X, just going all the way up your loom, crossing to the right first and then to the left, and then just work your way up your loom. Okay, again, left to right, or excuse me, to the right first, and then cross back, and then just repeat all the way up your loom. Okay, I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back, and we are ready for our next band placement step. We are going to be working with pin bars 4 and 7, just placing a single chain of both pins, and it is the orange that is laid right along the center with the neon yellow. It's more prominent on that side. Just a single chain. I'm going to be using white. And again, up the 4th. And then up the 7th. Dropping my band. Alright, so I'm going to finish mine up to the top, and I'll be right back for our next step. Alright everybody, I'm back and we're ready for our next band placement step. We're going to be working with the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th pin bars respectively. We are going to be laying these yellow, or excuse me, neon yellows that you see going along the center there, up underneath the oranges. And I'm going to be using the pink lemonade. And again, what you're going to do is just place a diagonal band going left to right all the way up, and then you're going to repeat that same thing, mirror image opposite side, All the way up. Okay. So just finish that up. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back and we're ready for our next band placement step. It is the black that you see going there, more prominent on the back. And what you're going to do is take your band and just go at a triangle across those 3 pins, and then just working all the way up your loom across all 3 pin bars. Okay. One more time with you on this side. And if it's easier, what you can do, and I'm going to show you on this side, especially if you're using dual layer bands, is just place a single chain and go up, and then after you have them all laid, just come back and move them over. Okay, so I'm going to go off screen, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back and we are ready for our next band placement step. We are going to be placing the red that you see going along here. We're going to be working with the 3rd, 4th, 7th, and 8th pin bar, and we're just going to simply place a zigzag between these 2 pins all the way up your loom. So going to the right first, and then just zigzag from there, back and forth. Okay, easy peasy. And again, repeat the same thing, mirror image. That's right. Second guess myself for a second there. And then just continue up your loom. Okay, so I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back and we're ready for our next band placement step. In this rendition, it is the neon yellow that you see running along there on both sides. And I'm going to be using the neon pink. You're going to be working with the 3rd and the 8th pin bar, and you're just going to be placing a single chain of both of those pin bars. So again, the 3rd and then the 8th. Single chain. Okay, I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back and we are ready for our next band placement step. We're going to be working with the 2nd, 3rd, 8th, and 9th pin bar. It's going to be this black that you see along both sides there. I'm going to be using some pink lemonade. Go out to the left at an angle first, and then just zigzag up your loom from there. Yes, this is a very band heavy bracelet, but I think well worth it in the end. Okay, so you just continue your zigzag up that side, and you do the same thing, mirror image to the opposite side, going out to the right first, and then zigzagging down your loom from there. Another easy step. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and then I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are on our second to last band placement step. We are going to be placing these neon orange bands that you see here. We're going to be working with the 1st, 2nd, 9th, and 10th pin bar. And what you want to do is from the 2nd pin bar, go up at a long stretch to the 1st, and then across on a short stretch just to connect it up. And then you're going to go at a long stretch. Okay, now from now on it's going to be the same pattern. So you're going to go at a long stretch up and then a long stretch down. Okay, just creating the long stretch zigzag X's. Okay, last time on this side, and the same thing, mirror image opposite side. So you want to go from your 9th to your 10th, and then at that small band, and then your long stretch, and now just repeat your zigzag X long stretches, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Alright, stretch to the right, stretch to the left, to the right, and to the left. Okay, so just continue that all the way up your loom. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back and we are ready for our final band placement step. and it's going to be the neon yellow that you see running along the edge, the secondary perimeter. Okay, what we are going to do is just outline the original perimeter, just skipping that middle two bands because it's not necessary to close that off. Again, just following your perimeter out to the edge and then all the way up. Okay, same thing, mirror image, opposite side. Work your way to the edge. And then straight up your loom. Okay, what you're going to do, let me scoot these bands out of the way so they don't fall when I pull it down. For the last step, you want to make sure that you add a small band going across those two pins. Okay, that way you can close it up. But what you want to do is follow the perimeter all the way up and then back around to the center, and then go ahead and put a double band, double looped cap band right here. Okay, and when I come back, we'll begin our looming process. So I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back. I've got my capping band placed, and what we are going to do is just go in and grab our secondary border and go ahead and loom it back all the way to the edge and then up the loom. It just popped off back on there. Okay, I'm only going to do a few with you. I'm sure you know how to do this. Go in, same thing, mirror image, opposite side. Again, just working that to the outermost perimeter bar, and then up your loom. Okay, so I'm going to finish mine all the way up, and then when you get to the top, just follow it back towards the center on either side. Okay, I'm going to finish mine and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. We're ready for our next looming step. We're going to be working with the 1st, 2nd, 9th, and 10th pin bars. What we are going to do is go into the first and grab that short diagonal band and go ahead and loom it out to the home post. Now we're going to go down and we are going to loop our long stretch band back to itself and then cross to the next one, and then just work your way down your loom from left to right, pulling each one back to their corresponding home post. Okay, and then you want to do the same thing, mirror image, opposite side. So you want to go in, grab that small stretch band, pull it back to its home post, go down, pull a long stretch, and then alternate left to right all the way up, pulling each band back to their corresponding home post. Okay, oop, just one band. Again, just pulling each one back to their corresponding home post. You want to repeat that all the way up your loom. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back, and we're ready for our next looming step. We're going to be working with the 2nd, 3rd, excuse me, 9th and 8th pin bar. What we are going to do is go into the 3rd pin bar, pull that back to its corresponding home post, and then just loom everything back to their corresponding home post, working that zigzag back and forth all the way up. Nothing fancy. Okay. We'll stop there on this side. You're going to do the same thing, mirror image, opposite side, go in, pull to the 9th, and then work your way up your loom from there. Just working your way up the zigzag. Okay. And that's where I'm going to leave you off here. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back and we're ready for our next looming step. we're going to be working with the 3rd and the 4th pin bar and the 6th, or excuse me, 7th and the 8th pin bar. And what we are going to do is go in and push back your cat band and also that straight forward band, and grab your diagonal band and pull it out to itself, and then go up to the next one, making sure to push back that straight forward band to catch it, and then loop those back to their corresponding home post. Okay, so basically you're just pushing that straight forward band back because you're going to be looping out from that as well, and then looming them out to their home post. Okay, one more time on this side, push back that band and then pull everything back. Okay, going to do the same thing, mirror image on the opposite side. So pull that one back to its home post and go up, pull the top one back, pull the next one back, then go up a peg, and then pull each band back down to their corresponding home post all the way up your loom. Okay, one more time with you, and then I'm going to leave you. Push back that band, grab your diagonal, go in, grab your next one, and continue all the way up the loom. I'm going to finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back, and we're ready for our next looming step. We're going to be working with the 3rd and the 8th pin bar. We're just going to go in and grab that single chain band that we pressed back in the last step and loom it forward. Okay, just like that all the way up. And it will have a little stretch on it, or tension, however you want to word it. That's the way it should look. And then you want to do the same thing, opposite side. Go straight up. Okay, I think that's simple enough. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and we are ready for our next looming step. Many of you may know this step already. It's looming roaches pull over technique. And for those that do not know, you're going to go onto the 4th and the 7th pin bars. Those are the ones we're pulling from. And grab the 2 most bottom bands of the 4 pink or your corresponding color, whatever that may be. And you want to grab those 2 bottommost bands. If I can get them. You gotta be careful not to grab that band. Maybe 2 that you want. Lift them up and over. Okay. Again, going in, grabbing those 2 most bottom bands, lifting them up and over. Okay, you're going to do that all the way up those 2 pin bars, and you're going to get to come in and do the exact same thing here. About 2 most bottom bands, up and around. Okay, last time. So you're just going to continue that all the way up your loom. I'm going to finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back, and we are ready for our next looming step. We're going to be working with the 4th and the 7th pin bar, and we're going to be grabbing our triangle bands, and what we're going to do is just take that band and loop it to the right. So instead of looping the triangle bands all the way back around themselves, you're just going to go to the right with it. Okay? All the way up. Just going up, grabbing that triangle band and pulling it to the right. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing, mirror image on the opposite side. So just go in, pull it back to that one side, all the way up. Okay. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and then I'll be right back for our next looming step. Alright guys, I'm back, and we're ready for our next looming step. I've zoomed in a little bit because it can be a bit tricky, and you will need 2 hooks to make the process just a little bit easier. Again, I've zoomed in so you can see I hope the fine details, but what we're going to do is go in to the 5th pin bar and grab the diagonal band and pull it back and then put it on our secondary hook. Then we're going to go in and kind of twist our hook around and put that band on the hook, and then bring it down and around and back to its original post. Okay, so again, go up, always pulling from the 5th and the 6th pin bar. Okay, pull it like you were going to loop at home, but hold it. Then go up underneath these 2 bands, grab this one, and then kind of swing your hook down. That way you can kind of grab your band, and it makes it much easier so you don't lose it in the looming process. So again, pull from the 5th on the hook, up under, around, and grab. Hold on, let me put it back so I can get it correctly. No white. Okay. See, I said it can be a bit tricky, but I think you can do it with a little bit of patience and some nimble fingers. Okay, secondary hook. And then like that. Okay, I'm going to do it one or two more times on this side, and then I'm going to show you the other side. So again, always from the 5th, come in, place it on your secondary hook just to hold it, up underneath the 2, and then you can let go of that one and pull it back to that home post. Last time on this side, again, pulling from the 5th, use your secondary hook to hold it out of the way, underneath and around. Let me make sure I got both of them. No, I'm missing one. It popped off. There it is. Okay. Underneath both. Okay. Alright, so now for your right side, what you're going to do, again, you're going to go in to your 6th pin bar, pulling out to your 7th. Ooh, I grabbed the wrong band, guys. Don't want to do that. Okay. Well, okay. Now that I've grabbed the right band, so we're going to go in, and I'm just going to do like this. Oop. If I can get it correctly. Underneath the 2, just the 2. Bring it down, around, back to itself. Okay. Again, pulling from the 6th over. Basically what you're doing is you're doing an inverted slip knot. You're just not moving the other peg, or band from the other peg rather. Okay, and again, up under, grab the band, and then twist it back down to its home post, making sure to stay within the capping band that you created. Okay, always from the 6th, up underneath the 2, grab the other half of the band, and then back down to its post. Okay, last time, guys, always from the 6th towards the center, up underneath the 2, pulling that back to its original pin. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to continue mine. Oh, sorry guys. I'm so used to having more of a screen. Okay, so just continue that up. If you need to rewind, please do so. And I'll be right back with our next looming step. Alright everyone, I'm back and we're ready for our next looming step. We're going to be working with the 4th and the 7th pin bar. And what we're going to do is go in and grab our white or your corresponding color and just loop it out and to the right. And you're going to continue that all the way up your loom. So just up and to the right. Okay. Pin up from where you're pulling from and then to the right. Okay. Same thing, mirror image for the opposite side. So go into 7 and pull to the left all the way up. So it should be the band that's diagonally to the left of where you're pulling from is where you want to be placing, okay? So just continue that for the remainder of your loom. I'm going to go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back and we're ready for our next looming step, which is going to be looming up the X's between the 5th and 6th pin bar. You're simply going to go in, grab the bottommost band, bring it back to its home post, repeat for the other right hand side, sorry guys, and then just simply complete that all the way up your loom, always grabbing the bottommost band first. Okay, so always grabbing that bottom band. Alright, I'm gonna go off, finish mine up, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back and ready to move on to our next and final looming step, yay, which is just the perimeter. So you just go in and you pull everything back to their corresponding home post. Easy peasy. I'm sure you know how to do this, but I'm going to show you just a little bit just in case. Okay. Pushing everything back and just grabbing and going forward. Same thing, mirror image, opposite side. Just go in. Making sure to cinch everything up. And then just work it up. Okay. And then once you reach the top, you just want to follow it in. And then I'll meet you back here to show you how to close, just in case you're not sure. Be right back. Alright guys, so once you've made it to the top of the loom and worked your way to the center, what you want to do is go in, press those bands back, and grab your 2 most bottom bands. Go ahead and put them on your C-clip. And then again, push your opposite bands back, grab the same 2, pull them up and onto the C-clip. And then you're ready to take it off the loom. I do suggest you work from the outermost pin bars in towards the center and use your hook. Just don't rip it off. Alright, I'm going to go off, take mine off, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, so I've gotten the fire and ice off of the loom, and hopefully yours looks something like this. Again, this is the signature side with looming roaches pullover technique on the side. If you do make one, please make sure to tag me and hashtag fire and ice bracelet on Instagram. I'd love to see all of your renditions. And also, if you haven't done so, go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram and also here on my YouTube, just by clicking the little button below. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I think that's all for today. Oh, and the pink is for Breast Cancer Support Awareness Month, which is this month in October, so you'll be seeing a lot of the pinks. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. Loom on, loomers. Bye-bye.